This room is full of lights and full of smoke machines. And he feels like he's just in his old house. When he was a child, when he was like playing with his family on his little bike, feeling safe and forgetting all his troubles, forgetting what he needs to do, who he has to pay, and just not feeling inferior. Just not feeling inferior. In this room, worries and all the rules, what you can do and what you can't do, just vanish. The only thing that counts is respect. Respect your brother. Respect your brother. Respect your brother. This room is a magic room, but it's really not about the room itself. It's about the people in the room. It's about the moments you share, the smiles, the looks, the music, the DJ. It makes you feel like you're one thing. It makes you want to live forever. Instead of just thinking that it's you against the world. And you think, well, why can't we always live together like this?
I just need the real believers in the house. I just need the real believers in the house. I just need the lips sink ship. Loose lips sink ships. I plead the fifth. Walk the plank down to the brink. Sleep with the fish. Sleep with the fish. Loose lips sink ships. I plead the fifth. Yeah. Walk the plank down to the brink. Sleep with the fish. Sleep with the fish. Lips sink ships. I plead the fifth. Walk the plank down to the brink. Sleep with the fish. Sleep with the fish. Lips sink ships. I plead the fifth. Yeah. Walk the plank down to the brink. Sleep with the fish. Sleep with the fish.
Recalculating. Recalculating. You have reached your destination. Recalculating. You have reached your destination. Recalculating. You have reached your destination.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team.
And it is games night. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with some VS Gaming Premier Division League 2 action, assaulting on Metanoia Devotion, and joining me is none other than 2.0.
Good evening, Cappy. My body's ready for the treat we're about to experience. Salt and Metanoia. Metanoia recently being promoted to the Prem Div. They are the new boys on the block. And Salt's seasoned mid-table veterans. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen here.
We have seen Metanoia. We cast them recently playing against Evo.
Yes, that's correct. They unfortunately lost that game. But, Cappy, there were some signs of hope from the new guys. I feel like they're quite a strong unit together. Maybe just the drafting laning phase letting them down a little bit. I'm very, very keen to see what they can do here versus an established team like Salt. We see the bans coming out. Salt banning out Death Prophet, Cardinal Necrophos, and Metanoia banning out the Nature's Prophet, Lone Druid, and Grimstroke. All three of those heroes have coincidentally been picked up by Salt quite a bit, and Cloud being an infamous Lone Druid player, so we can completely understand where those are coming from.
10 seconds remaining.
I know, or I feel as though the Invoker is going to be a hot contention here, with Cloud being a pretty capable Invoker player, as well as Unrest and Swakwiki playing the hero as well. We might see that banned or picked up at some stage. Alright, an Oracle ban as well. How are you feeling about this one, Cappy? Excited?
Yeah, it should be good. We haven't done this in a bit.
Yeah, I'm quite keen.
So keep getting into some Dota. Oracle, really strong at the moment. I do feel as a +5, but we were talking about this a bit yesterday. It feels like supporting at the moment, playing position 5 especially, is really weak. Like, you just seem to die again and again.
Yeah, it's quite a difficult one, Cappy. I still believe that it has more to do with playing ranked in pub games and that you have to first pick the hero. And with less gold being on the map, you don't really have a way back into the game if you are quite far behind. All right. And a Pugna pickup from the side of Metanoia. Cappy, we've seen this time and time again. Incredibly strong hero with the recent buffs. That cooldown on his ultimate has made the world of difference for the hero. Alright, and your
my favorite, Axe. Oh, what a hero.
Alright, and an Axe pickup from Salt. Alright, and Witch Doctor. Right, we know Blight is a very big Axe player, and followed up by a very strong support in the Witch Doctor. And the instant response with an Ursa from Metanoia, I like this a lot. I feel like the Ursa does very well versus the Axe in lane. Obviously, they have a bit of control now if they're running that Witch Doctor position 4. But on the whole, yeah, that's definitely an Ursa favored lane.
Yeah, right, that's concerning. I mean, do you switch your lanes up now? Or do you pull a +4 Axe? Something never before seen?
No, I don't think so, Cappy. I think if the Witch Doctor isn't going to be the position 4, they just pick up a bit more control in that lane, and they should be able to kite the Ursa quite sufficiently. And that's effectively all you need in that lane, is to be able to put distance between yourself and the Ursa when he has his overpower on, and obviously have enough distance so that the Earth Shock, it doesn't catch you. Right, and a Monkey King ban from the side of Metanoia. Obviously, Salt worried, or at least they're thinking of picking up some sort of melee core on top of the Axe, and Monkey King Ursa Duo. Oh, sorry, I'm not even thinking here. Monkey King banner from the side of Metanoia. So it's obviously something they don't like playing against as an Ursa, which is perfectly fine. Centaur Warrunner ban from the side of Salt. This is incredibly strong position 3 at the moment. That return aura, honestly, making the difference. And you know what it is, Cappy, and why it's a contrast from the past is that with that retaliate aura, these melee right-clicking cores that were used to be able to trade with the Centaur are now no longer able to. I think even a Slark and an Ursa, to an extent, battle versus the Centaur. It's not an easy lane.
Yes, a Slark just not being a hero at the moment.
Yeah, well, this is true. I know this to be a fact.
Yes.
All right, and then Void Spirits being picked up from the side of Salt. Very, very mobile hero, very early fighting capability, and quite frankly, he's able to burst down almost anything at a very early
10
stage.
seconds remaining.
I enjoy personally watching the hero quite a lot. It's ups the tempo of your
Yeah,
draft.
very fast.
Yeah,
Just elusive.
Yeah, and what's really nice here is that there's the early gap close, or well, what you like to call softcore initiation. So before the axe gets his blink up, they still have this ability to catch enemy heroes to close the distance. So I like the pickup here. I think that in every draft you should have that softcore and hardcore initiation, so that you have the catch, you have the ability to initiate at all stages of the game. So yeah, nice pickup there, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing that hero on Cloud. Although, we have seen it run position 4 before. I don't particularly like it as position 4 here with the Ursa being in the game, though. So, let's see how they run it. But my bets are hinged on it being a mid Void Spirits.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, also a flex pick. Just a good thing to put in your draft, because it can go in so many positions.
Yeah, it can. Again, it all depends on the draft that you're running. But yeah, it's really nice. It keeps things interesting for the enemy team to try and draft against. And what's funny is Metanoia have banned out the Monkey King, which is such a hard counter to the Void Spirit mid. So they kind of shot themselves in the foot with regards to that. Disruptor pickup from the side of Metanoia. I really like this pickup, Cappy.
It's a good catch in the Void Spirit.
Yeah, I feel like the Disruptor is not the best or the strongest laner, but if we're looking at his ultimate and what he's able to do here, I mean, Axe is going to be initiating, blinking, calling, drop that ulti down, and everything's kind of stopped in its tracks almost. And then incredibly good versus the Void Spirit if you're able to have any sort of lockdown followed up by the Static Storm, and that hero is just dead.
I feel Void Spirit, though, he can dodge that glimpse with the Dissimulate. Is it possible?
Yeah, he can if he's fast enough.
So you need to force that spell out first before you can drop the Static Storm or the glimpse.
Either that, or you have another form of lockdown. So glimpse into a stun would obviously stop the Void Spirit in his tracks and follow that up with a Static Storm. So they will need a supplementary stun.
There you go.
All right. Okay.
All
So
the supplementary stun.
I know, but that's for the side of Salt.
Yes.
All right, so Salt picking up the Clockwork. I think this is going to be the position 4. This is what's going to be zoning out that Ursa, allowing them to cut him a little bit. I really like the hero at the moment as a position 4, incredibly strong. We've also seen not a hero run this quite a bit, and he seems quite capable on the hero. So yeah, let's see what they can do versus this Ursa Disruptor lane.
I feel Metanoia needs some disengage here.
Yeah, big time. I think the Static Storm is one thing, but
I keep the Winter Wyvern out,
Yeah, I think the Winter Wyvern would be pretty great. And if they can put that Pugna on pos 4, wait, they'd have to put on pos 3, pick up the Wyvern pos 4.
Pos 2.
Ember Spirits.
That's it's got escape, I suppose. It can get out of the cogs. It can possibly dodge, Berserker's Calls, Aether Remnants, so on.
I think that versus heroes like Clockwork and Witch Doctor, it's pretty strong. I don't think that the Ember does particularly well versus a Void Spirit or an Axe. So for me, this is a questionable pickup. I think the Void Spirit outlanes the Ember pretty well, actually. Yeah, in my experience at least. I could be wrong. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that pickup. I obviously enjoy watching Ember Spirit games, but as far as the draft goes, not sold on the idea. Alright, and a Mars ban from the side of Salt. It's a pretty good ban. It's a very strong hero at the moment and would allow for quite a bit of team fights for the side of Metanoia. And we're talking about that supplementary lockdown. It's a good ban there from the side of Salt.
Final ban for Metanoia. Probably a safe laner.
Yeah, I think it would definitely be a safe laner. I think the Phantom Lancer would be the go-to here. I don't think they have anything to deal with that hero at all.
Slark.
Okay, they banned out the Slark.
Is that we just said Slark's not that scary, and I feel that Metanoia definitely have the tools to lock him down and kill him.
Yeah, and not only that, if they're running that Pugna as a position 4, Slark doesn't really like that lane. There's quite a bit of magic burst. You're able to force the hero off of the creep wave quite easily. I'm not 100% sure what that ban is. Maybe it's something that they are, not happy to play against.
They could want the Pit Lord, maybe.
Oh, that's possible as well. And Slark obviously does very well versus the Underlord in lane.
Because I think the Underlord's actually the nice last pick for them here. Gives them that that extra push. They're really quite strong at pushing, at clearing waves. But you can start taking towers, taking big fights. It'll soak up a lot of damage.
Yeah, you're able to withstand the burst from the Void Spirits. You're not
That'll
too
maybe a
affected by
Brewmaster.
Clockwork.
Magnus. Okay, he does something similar. I'm assuming that is a offlane Magnus.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Look, Cappy, I don't hate the pick. It's pretty strong in that it allows Metanoia to go a little bit later with an Ursa. Obviously being able to put out quite a bit more damage. My only concern here is the tempo of the game, in that they are now fighting around ultimates with regards to their pickups. For big team fights, they need the RP, they need the Static Storm, whereas their other 3 heroes are very high tempo, very much wanting to fight all the time. So it seems to me a little bit contradictory. Let's see how they play it out, though. Maybe they have something in mind that we haven't quite thought of yet. But yeah, for me, Metanoia's last 2 picks are slightly questionable. Let's see how
Salt punish them for
they
it.
play it.
But what's the hero to punish them here?
I think the Clockwork's already more than able to punish the Magnus. I think if they pick up an Odie from the side of, I guess they'd have to go the safe laner. I still think the PL is very, very strong here. And at the very least, they could pick up something like a Chaos Knight would be pretty good. With the sort of draft that Metanoia have, they could even pick up a Phantom Assassin.
Yeah. Just that quick nuke, the damage.
Yep.
Just fighting with Pugna, it's always an interesting one.
Yeah.
Earthshaker? I like ye.
Alright, that's an Earthshaker mid. It'll be a safe lane Void Spirit, and that'll be run by...
Not a hero, and Cloud. Cloud will be on the mid Earthshaker.
Alright.
Excuse me quickly, I have to get the chicken out the oven. It was a bit too frosted when I put it in, so it's taken a lot longer to cook than I usually expect.
Alright, so guys, it's going to be a safe lane Void Spirit coupled by Fury's Witch Doctor. The off lane will be Blight on the Axe, Santa on the Clockwork, and Cloud will be running an Earthshaker mid. The side of Metanoia, it's going to be Voxy on the Magnus in the off lane. It'll be an Ember mid on Unrest, Skystorm running the Disruptor safe lane, Swakwicky running the Ursa safe lane, and Mexican running the Pugna position 4. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, that chicken is succulent.
I'm very happy for you.
So am I. So Salt and Metanoia Devotion taking each other on a best of 3 tonight. The DGL... Well, not DGL, apologies. VS Gaming, Digital Gaming League. I think is that the full title? I actually don't know anymore.
Sorry, I've got to restart Dota.
Shout out to Hunter and my mum. Who's mum?
Alright. What's happening there, Cappy?
Game is paused.
Excellent.
Reasons
just
unknown.
enough time for me to reconnect.
Void Spirit paused. I think Salt might take this.
Look, Cappy, they're definitely favoured. I also much prefer their draft. I think that the Earthshaker mid is very, very cheeky. and we did speak about how flexible the Void Spirit was. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. It offers them so much lockdown and control, especially versus heroes like your Ursas and Ember Spirits. The more stun, the better.
Yeah, I'm just going to restart. Sorry, just quickly restart my Dota.
No problem. I think for the side of Metanoia, the Disruptor is the MVP pick here, and I think it's if they can get it right, it's going to be changing the game for them. All right, so it looks like we're ready to rock and roll.
Alrighty, I am reconnecting as we speak.
You're not missing anything at the moment, Cappy. Currently, heroes are leaving the base.
Fantastic.
Riveting stuff.
There we go. That feels much better.
Okay, nice.
Goodness gracious, the papers. Mexican,
Right.
we saw him play Tusk against Evo. A little bit underwhelming. Maybe it was just a bad series of games. But he's going to have to do a lot of work here. Because as you mentioned, Salt's lineup, no strangers to high-level games.
Yeah.
Santa actually not buying... He's got a windlace on his clockwork.
Right.
It's pretty good
I
stuff.
like that. Personally, that's what I pick up every
30
time.
seconds
So,
remaining.
very nice.
Light. Doing a little boogieing with Swakwiki around the trees of this hard camp. And he's just going to get Fury Swipe stacks put on him for no real return. Well, nothing in return. Bottom, not a hero, will contest against Voxy's Magnus. Fury up the high ground, and Rest though camping on that ward spot to make sure that he gets it for his team. But at the other rune, it will be not a hero who grabs that bounty. So it looks like it's still just a 2-2 exchange. Both teams getting equal bounties, 2 apiece. Into the mid lane, Ember Spirit and Earthshaker. You want to go over this matchup again? It's cool, it's really uncommon.
Yeah, it is. I think that it's Shaker favored, believe it or not, guys. I would not recommend it trying it at home, but the Earthshaker is able to do a lot of physical damage. Given he gets a few levels, so around level 3, and Ember doesn't really have, this huge amount of armor. First of all, I mean, it's not bad, but the Flame Guard is almost only good versus magic, and it allows you to live a little bit longer through magic poking. And
Bottom, not a hero. With the help of Fury, they pop the Aether Remnant onto Voxy, drawing him back, getting a lot of damage from the creep aggro and the Maledict that Fury has actually taken level 1 as opposed to the cask. Sorry, yes, back to the mid lane.
yeah, so back to the mid lane. So it's just a lot of damage for Unrest to deal with, to be quite honest. Oh my goodness.
Mexican dies. I don't even see where... Oh, down here, bottom, that's who got him, Fury. That level 1 Maledict showing why he took it first. Helps him get the kill. And Mexican not off to a good start.
I mean, it's not ideal, Cappy, but I don't think that it's,
It's not detrimental to the whole game.
it's not game losing or anything.
This one goes right back in, but this time the Dire heroes, the Radiant heroes, are level 2, so they're gonna pop this Pugna down with the level 1 Maledict, and he will die in his tower just as he respawned. Questionable play at best.
Yeah. It is very well played by Fury, though. That was a blind Maledict, as far as I could see. And he manages to wrap around the trees and get the cask off as well, allowing Not a Hero to get there and do even more damage, making sure those Maledict procs doing a buttload of damage. And that's Foxy dead as well.
Yeah, Foxy dies and Blight dies, cutting the wave top, but I think he wanted to, because he can buy brown boots when he respawns and comes back full HP. It's alright to die in the axe a few times in the early game.
That's not terrible, and if he's getting those boots up, it's really going to help him with the against the Ursa. And anytime you're laning versus an Ursa, movement speed is absolutely critical. Right, and that rotation from Santa, as we saw, allows him to pick off Foxy there. Top lane, Blight is
He's
pulling
just cutting.
that wave again.
But Swakoki's got a level on him. And remember, this axe doesn't have much in the way of regen, or anything substantial. So it does have to be careful. Skystorm finds them with the disruption, while Swakwoki, who does have access, no, he does not have access to the brown boots, so gets the ground shock though, earth shock, to jump forward, close the distance. Blight's just dragging them into the mid lane towards Unrest, who doesn't make any attempt to help them. They actually TP in with Mexican and bring down this axe for the second time. He didn't even get the creep wave.
Yeah.
2 quick deaths for Blight, that's not ideal. The rotations were forced out, and Voxy's been left alone against this Salt tri-lane. Not ideal for him.
Yeah, not a fun tri lane to be in. I think any lane with the Witch Doctor in is
Sansa's
really,
doing
really
it again.
horrible.
Skewer away, but Fury, he's thrown out the cast. So Aether with the Maledict to catch Voxy. And the burst damage is there from Salt. We'll pick up Magnus again. 2 quick deaths for the offlaners of each of them.
Witch Doctor rotating into the mid after Mexican rotated himself.
Unrest,
Looks
very
like
low.
Unrest and
Pops.
Cloud might be in trouble here.
Actually, it's going to be Cloud, yeah, who falls. Unrest, he will be the victim of a Maledict. There's a level 2 Maledict. Gets the TP out though. So we'll happily
Nice
regen
TP
up in
out.
base. Yeah, Mexican will try to pursue Fury under the tier 1 tower. He gets a few more licks in with those auto attacks, but the presence of the tier 1 tower prevents him from chasing any further. Blight picks up level 4. How does he skill it? Gonna get the point in Berserker's call, so it's a 1-1-2. Does find the Ursa. Nicely done. He got the Battle Hunger too, but Swakwoki turns. They get a few more Fury swipes and the Earth Shock. And Blight falls again. I think just underestimating how much damage, well, how many spins he could get.
Yeah. And as soon as he realized he wasn't getting what he wanted, he tried to back off there. And I think
Yeah, that was sealed the deal.
Yeah, nail in the coffin, so to speak.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil.
Salt showing a little bit, being a bit too eager in some of the lanes.
Yeah. You know, it's a classic case of underestimating your
Light,
enemies.
called, they got the cask and the Maledict level 2. Skystorm just watching from the side. He doesn't even have the mana to put a disruption down. Swakwoki will fall. And that's
This Witch
returned.
Doctor is doing so much work, Cappy. Every single lane he goes into, it seems like they have this massive kill potential. That Maledict's doing all the work.
Yeah, Fury on top of things at the moment. Who really is the pos for? What is supporting? Bit of fluid ability. I hear an Echo Slam mid lane. Cloud pops it to try kill Unrest, but Mexican DP's in. They get the Decrepify whilst Unrest pops the healing salve on himself. So that's big spell committed for no reward.
Yeah.
Mexican sneaks the regeneration rune. It's difficult for Unrest to go really near this Earthshaker.
Yeah, he's lucky in that he has Mexican with him most of the time. We see Voxy solo laning bot, and what it's allowing Unrest to do is actually
Voxy
get
might
to the
die.
creep wave.
No, not a hero. He's skewed around the tower, gets the Aether Remnant out, finds the Magnus, Fairy Fire popped, one more Astral Step to do it, and it does. Not a hero gets a solo kill on the Magnus under the tier 1 tower.
Yeah,
Smoothly
that's a
played.
level 6 safe lane Void Spirit at 6 minutes. That's pretty scary.
Mexican finds a courier, Fury's courier.
Dire's bottom tower
Decrep with the Thunderstrike. Santa trapped by the kinetic field, doesn't stop Blight though. He will continue to pursue her, finds the Berserker's call onto Skystorm. Swakwoki comes in now, he's got his 6, he's got the Enrage, but the cogs from Santa trapping them in with the cask. The Fury put out, that's a level 2 Maledict on both of these dire heroes. Mexican's made the movement in now, top. They do bring down Skystorm. The Decrepify onto Axe. He's attaining a lot of Fury swipes. Swakwoki holding on to that Enrage. He might need it. Sansa gets the cogs to buy some space. Pushes back the Ursa. There's the Enrage. Wookie big and red. Hunting down the Witch Doctor, who's brought down low. Blight. He will get the dunk though. The turn kill. All the creeps. He now turns his attention onto Mexican. Not much HP. Has to be careful. Misses this Berserker's call. So will be forced to disengage because Skystorm has respawned. But there is no points leveled in Glimpse. It's only a level 3 Disruptor. Axe. He will probably survive. He's got the boots. He's got the phases.
Oh, what an exciting passage of play, Cappy.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah, back and forth there. I think that Salt come out on top though. Getting the Ursa trade for the Witch Doctor, definitely worth.
Unrest, try to dodge a cask, is unsuccessful. That's a lot of Maledict damage that's going to be done. There's still 2 more ticks. No, it's okay. He'll live.
He'll be alright.
Daisy's probably just... see, if he had the Echo Slam there, then maybe. Not a hero. He's got the Desolator queued up. The next item. Wookie. Chase Blight out of the lane.
He's not scared of him in the
Actually,
slightest.
he's got Fury coming around the back. Blight does. Gets the Berserker's Call. It's pulling Swakwookie towards the Radiant Tier 1 top. Fury finds the cast with the Maledict. They've brought in Mexican, who discus the Crepify onto Santa. Swakwookie forced to use the Enrage. He needs to negate some of the damage. One more Earth Shock gets down Blight. And now the turn onto the supports. They will lose the Ursa. Fury pops the stick, keeping him alive as Not a Hero DP's in. Burst down Pugna. And Skystorm can only watch again this level 4. He will glimpse back the Void Spirit, but it just keeps him under the tower. Was waited a bit too late on that glimpse. And Santa, he's hunting still. We'll find a creep wave though that they can pull back and, farm up the XP from that.
Yeah, Salt really applying the pressure to the Ursa here, Cappy, and it's preventing him from snowballing out of control. Yes, he has a favorable lane, but I think Salt have realized that, and they are just...
Look at this, Fury.
just applying the pressure. Okay.
Taking the outpost. Mexican, he's made the movement in. Skystorm, he's got a Maledict on him. They got Not a Hero there with the Aether Remnant, with the catch, the Dissimulate, popping him through. That's the nuke down. Boom, goes the Echo Slam. Cloud finds 2. They're going to get Swakwookie the Enrage just in time and rest. He comes in, finds a Sleight of Field kill onto Santa. They also bring down the Earthshaker, so that's the mid gone from Salt. Not a Hero, he's trying to get some more mana. He's got the Clarity on him. We'll have to fall back. Blight finds Voxy solo bottom. But I think all eyes were top. Nice Echo.
Yeah. Very nice echo, but very nice response from Metanoia, Cappy. They managed to bring down Salt's mid in Cloud on the Earthshaker as well as the Clockwork. They do unfortunately lose their outpost, so that is a fairly nice bit of XP going the way of Salt.
And Unrest, he's quite far behind net worth wise. He's building his way towards the phase boots, which will be the first real item he gets. Ursa's like channeling animation. Looks like he's like flicking water at something. It's really weird. You see, they like fix his arm in front of him. What's he doing, mate? Royal jelly. That's what he's doing. He's all about that jelly.
Have you ever seen Razor's channeling
No, he like waves his whip around him.
But there's a noise that comes and it sounds like you're passive, so you get scared thinking there's a hero around. Oh boy,
shot Santa. Yeah, they found Swakwookie. I don't know if he gets the Enrage or if he does, but he's taken so much physical from the Death Ward. And the Maledict on top of that gonna pop through that Ursa once again. It's a real struggle to be a bear in this game.
Yeah.
Blight, gonna go for another solo onto Voxy. Gets the Berserker's Call. Voxy just stands and takes it because he knows he has support in the form of Mexican, who does get the decrep onto Blight. The Nether Ward, it's placed amongst the trees, but there's no real damage, no real follow-up that Metanoia can turn that into a kill.
Isn't well at the moment.
Cloud trying to get the Echo. This mid lane's still going. It's like all the lanes are actually still going. It's surprising. The towers have hardly taken any damage. Nice. Slight of fist dodge on the Fisher by Unrest.
It's very interesting, Cappy. Usually you'll see an Ember Spirit rotating.
Sorry, more action top. Nether Ward is down. Not a hero. They're going to pop Skystorm. That's no disruptor for the fight. It was only level 5. The hookshot out from Santa. He's going to have none of that Ursa business. And Mexican, he'd all decrep himself, but he walks into Unrest, who's there to clean up the clockwork.
Yeah, nice rotation by Unrest. It's the first one that I've seen him rotating on. Top lane again.
Again, not a hero. Aggressive because he can be. You can't lock down a Void Spirit this early on. There's no real spells. They don't even have the Static Storm and Disruptor because poor Skystorm just keeps dying and dying and dying and not getting level 6.
Yeah. So going back to Unrest and the Ember, Cappy, like we haven't seen him rotating much, and it's not usual. It's pretty usual to see an Ember Spirit running around and causing trouble at all stages of the game.
Top
or
lane,
from an early
Death
stage.
Ward, Fury puts it down. He's getting his life drained from him though by Mexican, who's standing safely behind the Treyarch. Ursa's gonna pop, not a hero. That's the Void Spirit down. Santa will clean up Swap Wookie as the rotation in from Cloud. He gets the Echo onto Mexican. It's a one-man stun. The Enchant Totem there to clean up the kill. And I don't know who the favor. That's probably again favored for Salt, just because they keep killing this Ursa.
Yeah. There we see the first Static Storm. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill Santa here.
No, he's should be okay. Clockwork, just such a beast.
Yeah.
Tanky. What is it? This is the armor or just the HP? The strength gain or something?
What on the
On the
Clockwork?
Clockwork, yeah, he's just naturally tanky.
Yeah, it's the base armor and the HP, Cappy. I mean, with one gauntlet of strength and a magic wand, he has 1.3k HP at level 8.
Yeah, that's
So, yeah, that's quite big.
Again,
And without any armor items, he has 5
top.
armor.
Fury finds the cast. Cloud's going in, gets the enchant totem stun. Swakwoki, he does have enraged. Mexican is only hope of trying to stay alive, giving him the dukes though. Swakwoki giving daisies the runaround in the tree line as they're unrest. TV's in. Blight though reveals the axe, gets the call. They lose Mexican and Santa. Swakwoki finally gets the enrage, or Fury gonna stop him down with the cast. Unrest cleans up that Witch Doctor though, using the remnant. Cloud though turns with the enchant totem, pops the stick, finds Swakwoki. The Ursa dies again. Blight buys the space for his core to escape. Not a hero's in now. He's just respawned full HP and rest in a lot of trouble. The two-man change though. Blight with the karate chop. Skystorm forced back. He's respawned, but he's got no static storm. Can glimpse Blight away from him. That's his only saving grace. I don't know if Salt will stop just there. Blight thought he knew where this disruptor went. Clearly not. And
Yeah,
not a
very
hero,
quickly cancels that call, realizing that he doesn't have the disruptor.
And look at Voxy getting run down by Pulse. For Clockwork, actually, Santa! Voxy skewers him up the cliff and Santa misses the return hook shot. That was well played by Voxy.
Yeah, very nicely done.
This Mag's waiting for stuff. Santa gets the cogs on the high ground and they don't need the help. The supports of Salt are enough to kill the big bad core. Top lane. Blight back to farming stacks. Getting that blade mail.
Metanoia needs to be a little bit careful here, Cappy. This game is slowly slipping away from them. They've got to consolidate and stop bleeding kills, especially on their cores.
Oh, they whiffed the Echo Slam mid and the cask
Oh boy.
and the Maledict. It all whiffed, but they're
Say
still
anything
going
they
for
didn't
him.
whiff.
Santa, he needs mana for the hook shot. Does have it, but this is a very quick Ember Spirit, and he's got an Arcane Rune to bolster his escape capabilities.
Yeah.
Smoke, no. It's just Metanoia running brazenly down the river, heading southeast towards the mid lane. Swakwoki in the front, unrest. It's been found out by Fury and Cloud. That big bad Earthshaker's got himself a double damage, and it's just plowing through this Ember Spirit, who is killed. Mexican will find life drain onto Blight, but it just tickles the big ass axe. Call Blight. They're gonna find Mexican. Bring down the pug now while Swakwoki, he gets to work on Santa. Clockwork is no more. That is a big exchange for Salt. Actually, Swakwoki, he's not done. There's Voxy, he gets the RP. The call from Blight onto two heroes, and not a hero's in with the Astral Strip, the burst damage, the Dissimulate, and the Resonant Pulse. It's a lot. Daisies, he's Q'ing this up. Sorry, Cloud, he wants it. But Blight will find it.
Oh my goodness.
Salt's starting to run away with this.
Yeah, I really thought that once Voxy had landed that RP that they'd be able to get something out of it, but very, very quick response from the side of Salt. And I just want to point out how much damage Cloud is doing at this point in time. And it's with a brace of phase boots and a halberd, Cappy. He is absolutely decimating the side of Metanoia.
It is painful. He took the plus 25 damage at level 10 as well.
Yeah.
So those enchant totems, I don't know how much they're heading for. Times 400?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Let's check. Yeah, it's like 700.
It's not that much, Cappy. It's yeah, no, you're right actually.
Unrest, he's found the 700 damage Earthshaker. Yeah, Unrest just lost 500 HP straight there.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil.
Not a hero, they're gonna take out top. Salt. Keep their eyes on the game, take objectives.
Tower has fallen.
You would be thinking that Swakuki would be looking to Roche, but he's just so far behind. Like, he can't. He has a basher now, though Cloud finds the Enchant Totem and the two-man fish are going to stop Voxy in the back from helping his teammate out. The Enrage used by Swakuki. Daisy's he'll get himself an Echo Slam. He needs more, though. Help Santa. He's the one to do it. Comes in like the saving god. Blight with the dunk on top. Voxy's left alone. The whole of Salt respond. They're not going to leave Cloud to die alone, and that's a double dunk kill for Blight.
Wow.
Dope.
I would go so far as to say that that's just out of position from Swakuki and Voxy.
They get more
Blood
Sky
getting the
Storm.
call.
Yeah, he finds it. Boom, bam, pow, Unrest. He's there, but the life drain is cut short as Cloud breaks the line of vision. Or the line of sight.
Dire's top tower is not on top of things.
Oh boy, Blood's gonna take Metanoia's ancient stack here as well.
Yeah, that's so good for him.
Swakuki wants to contest this.
Yeah. Goes in with the Earth Shock forward into the console. Santa's waiting for him. They get the full Death Ward. No, they do not. Voxy finds the RP, but it's just onto a single Clockwork. Blight's still alive. It still looks pretty good for Salt. Swakuki falls. The Earthshaker finds the kill. Is not a hero. Pops right in. They get the dunk on Blight. Holding on to the call. He finds Pugna. Voxy skewer away the second dunk. This axe. He's unstoppable. He's swinging that axe like a madman. The Fisher block. Cloud finds two. They get the stun. Blight. He's got more in the tank. He's got more in the tank. It's a three-man double kill. So it's a triple and a double.
Wow.
A three-man double.
Very nicely done.
Full house of cards.
Oh wow. Okay. I think what let Metanoia down there was two big things, Cappy, and we spoke about the ulti cooldowns. You're kind of relying on your Magnus RP and your Disruptor Static Storm to win you these fights. But unfortunately, the RP used on one hero being the position 4 on Salt. It's just so that's so that's Santa's Clockwork, and then the Static Storm catching Cloud, and I think that it was Fury. I'm not 100% sure, but they almost need to be, you know, combining these two ultimates together to lock down the entire team, you know, in an ideal situation of Salt. But it just doesn't seem to be working out that way, Cappy. And I think it has to do with Salt's positioning and their realization that it all comes down to these huge timing ultis from the side of Metanoia. They really are playing well around them. And they managed to take that fight. And again, this massive damage that's coming out from them. You know, you've got this Earthshaker with his Enchant Totem doing 400% damage, and you've got this Void Spirit which is just bursting down everything. And not only that, he's picked up a Deso, so his Astral Step is doing a gigantic amount of damage. And he will be picking up the Ags after that, so a little bit more burst and AoE silence. Yeah, it's looking pretty dire for the side of Metanoia, in my opinion.
Yeah, not good for them at all.
Yeah.
As not a hero, he's about to finish the Aghanim's Scepter on the Void Spirit. So you thought it was difficult playing into them. Just wait till you're silenced every, like...
Oh, scary stuff.
Yeah, 2 seconds or...
And Blight's just picking up all of Metanoia's stacks here. This is really unfortunate for them.
Don't know why they didn't take them earlier.
I don't think they've had a chance, Cappy. There's been so much pressure coming from Salt here. Excuse me, and it comes down to rotations from their supports, and we saw earlier, even not a hero, not afraid to rotate into other lanes and you know, make his presence known. Yeah, and we touched on it in the
Oh
draft.
boy, Swakuki, that's not where you want to be going.
No, that's just a misplay from him. Maybe a lack of focus or concentration, walking up to the high ground. They know that Salt's somewhere around there.
Is under attack.
And Blight goes bottom immediately. I like the Yule Scepter here. Extra movement speed, the mana, gonna use... Find not a hero, he's there to get the silence because he's got the Aghanim's finish, so Resonant Pulse will now silence too, and that makes for easy kills. Blight's not done, he finds Metzican. The glimpse back from Skystorm removes Axe from the equation, but not a hero, he's still got the Aether Remnant, and that's all he needs. The Battle Hunger will actually get the tick. Well, the tick out onto the Pugna.
Blight catching Skystorm. Oh,
It's just falling very quickly to just absolute pieces.
yeah, this is turning into a bit of a bot, Cappy.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is on its way further down.
Oof. I've just had a look at the net worth graph. If you're a Metanoia fan, guys, not a pretty sight.
No. It's not, I'll bring it up over here. Yeah, it's quite a scary one-way. It does show how this game's gone, though, to be fair.
100%. And it's a bit unfortunate, Cappy. I think it came down to, and I'm not blaming it on any of the players here. They all are playing to the best of their abilities. But the lack of rotations from Unrest early on to match the tempo of the Void Spirits and, Salt's lineup. They do have the hero to do it. I just feel like he was quite static. And then again, it's these big ultimates that they keep whiffing and not using. It's almost like they're pressured into using them as opposed to using it on their own terms.
And Metanoia, they went for the smoke play, but Blight was there to break it. They do find that same set Axe, but not a hero. He pops Skystorm before there's any form of Static Storm on the Magnus. He riffs the RP, the Echo Slam from Cloud. It's huge. It finds 3. Salt, they kill 4. It's just Swakwoki left alive. They will drop Blight. Axe left in the dust, but I think that is very big time worth it. The Fisher block, it is there. And they're going to get the Aether Remnant catch too. Ursa brought down. Fury gets the last right click just to rub salt in the wound.
No pun intended.
None. That should become their team's motto. We just rubbing salt in the wounds.
Oh, you never know. Maybe that's why they chose the name Salt. We should actually ask them.
I think it's just because they're salty. Their logo's got a salt shaker, sprinkling stuff over the logo, over the name. And Metanoia is like a phoenix.
It is. I kind of like their banner.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got this elven aesthetic.
Yeah.
Salt slowly choking out the defenders, starving them, poisoning the wells, flinging dead horses over the walls. That type of old school siege tactics.
Yeah. Right, so they're going to go for the rush. I think they should have this done pretty quickly with Cloud's Enchant Totem.
And the Desolator.
And the Desolator, obviously. Not a hero.
Oh, Salt, they sent something. It's gonna be Voxy and the crew. Swakwoki caught by Clockwork Santa. There's a Static Storm. They drop in the kinetic field, locking onto Fury. They bring down the Clockwork. Not a hero. He's in the midst of it now. I'm gonna go onto Voxy, who's got a Battle Hunger on the top of the RP. Catches 2. Cloud being one of them, though. The dunk. It gets 2. Swakwoki Voxy dead. Blight is just unstoppable right now. Beyond godlike. Finally the Echo Slam and the 4th dunk from Axe. Blight gets himself a triple and Salts are free to take this mid-rax. Wow, Blight's having a cracker of that axe.
Yeah, he really is. And he's such a good axe player, Cappy. We've seen it time and time again. Salt not afraid to pick it up, even in the first phase. And showing his worth here. Also, very exciting passage to play, even though it's very much a one-way street. Some big ultimates, some very, very nice plays
nice
on the side of Salt.
Combining of spells. Metzican, he's trying to split push bottom. He's got 2 tranquils on this Pugna. That's where it's at right now. Need all the regen.
Alright.
Not sure if that's what plus 4 Pugner wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't think so?
What did you say?
On the Pugner, he's got 2 Tranquil Boots.
I don't agree. I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that brings to the table.
Yeah.
I know Io can do it, but Io's a hero that it's all about his regen.
Yeah, I think his thinking behind it is obviously with his ultimate or with his life drain to just give HP to his allies. But I don't know. I feel like the damage is a lot better. You know, getting something like an Aether Lens or something that allows you to position better, maybe even a Blink or a Force Staff, would be a lot better, especially versus heroes like Clockwork.
They found Mexican, or they want to find him. The preliminary Fisher from Cloud. Decrep lights there, just yields up instantly. Wow! Goodbye! And Not a Hero cleans up the other support top. Support's dying. Fury, he got skewered backwards by Voxy towards the Ember Spirit, but the Glimmer Cape keeps him alive. The poor man's Shadow Blade, proving its worth.
I think it also helps that there's no dust being carried by any of Metanoia's heroes. It's always a classic mistake of an enemy team underestimating a Glimmer Cape and how useful it can be. The amount of times you're able to save one of your cores or yourself as a support is it makes the item so valuable.
Yeah,
the other team's not going to pick up dust. It's probably the best value item in the game.
It's just that also that extra magic resistance it gives for.
Oh yeah,
huge. That's big.
That's huge.
I think. Oh, Cloud, he whiffs the Fisher. So it doesn't find Mexican, but the Mexican was going to die. Not that I know if he's actually Mexican or not. He's gonna do it. Yeah. Oh, he should have. I think he can kill this Pugner. 2-shot him easy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. With that AC, he should be able to just melt through everyone.
Blight gets the call. He's finished up the Black King bar. Doesn't even need to use it to kill Pugner, as Swakwookee dukes top. The Clockwork Santa with the hook shot. They find him, trap him up in the cog. Swakwookee pops the enrage. He's forced to, is used by Blight though, negating much of that extra status resistance that he will get from the enrage. Just allows Salt to lock him and clock him and bring him down. Blight, there we go, he's still going, gets the Blade Mail pop this time. Cloud there to follow up with the Enchant Totem and the strike that drops Voxy really down low. Blight with the dunk. Finishes off the mag. Unrest, he's got Slider Fist. Try and defend this high ground. Blight not going to give him the chance, goes forward with the call. There is the Not a Hero Dissimulate. As Mexican escapes with no life. BKB, pop by Not a Hero. The buybacks coming out from Metanoia. They have to try and defend as much as they can. Voxy gets a beautiful 2-man RP. It might be a little bit too late in terms of the game because Blight gets an enormous call. The first dunk, the second, the spins. It's all Axis game. Salt are just going to run over Metanoia. And that should be GG fairly soon.
Wow. I mean,
into the fountain we go.
That is just incredible.
I mean, I haven't even taken a tier 3.
Cappy, that call
was
to the Witch Doctor ulti. I mean, it's just filthy.
Disgusting. You thought that RP was good, and then Blight just shows you how to really initiate.
Yeah. RP for who?
RP for what?
I'm just gonna buy a Blink and have this 10-second cooldown ability do the same thing as you.
X is X!
Oh wow.
This guy's gonna boost me, bro. I feel it in my bones. The X, he's gonna boost
X
me.
all the way to 4K.
All the way to 4K, dude. Salt taking towers like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, 39k net worth lead from the side of Salt. Make that 40k at 21 minutes. This is looking pretty much over. I'm not quite sure why Metanoia are not calling GG just yet.
I'm not sure.
They smoke up here, maybe one last hoorah.
Unless that clock has true side rocket flare. Does he?
That doesn't do anything for the smoke cappy.
Ah, true. Because smoke is just something
not
else.
Not invis. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Blight playing around with the berserk is cool. It looked like he's having a spasm.
Not what you expected?
The creeps are gonna finish the work. Like Swakwaki, he tried to go into Cloud, eats a
immediately halberded by Cloud.
And of course, there's the Yules. Not a hero gonna land this Ursa into prime range for the Assault to burst him down. Voxy, he'll get the 2-man RP, the triple man, the triple remnant from rest, but it does no damage because Cloud with the Echo Slam and Blight pops the BKB. Salt cleanup again. It's just Ember Spirit left alive, but not for long. I'm sure that will be GG for game 1. It looks like Salt are gonna have to finish the old-fashioned way.
Middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is in the wrong end.
It's for your state of mind as a team after a game like this, Cappy. It's always quite difficult to
reset.
Recoup and reset and think about it in a logical way as opposed to an emotional way. So let's see how Metanoia do here, how they figure this out, and what they do in response to this game. Either way, I'm keen to see what happens next game. And thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you very much.
See you for game 2.
Why you fuck me? Why you fuck me? Fuck me. Why you fuck me? Why you fuck me? Why you fuck me?
And we're back and we're live. Metanoia Devotion taking on Salt in this VS Gaming Premier Division Leg 2 match. I think this is the second last week of the leg.
I think it's the last week, Cappy.
It's the last week.
This is the last game for Metanoia, I believe. So yeah, I think this is the last week.
Yeah, we must check what's happening. I think unfortunately Metanoia will probably be going back to first division.
Yeah,
they will be relegated. I'm not sure what the other two groups look like.
Oh, you mean
For
with
first div, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to check on that. I'm not 100%.
I think
sure.
OG are probably the top. Omnius Gaming.
I mean, Omnius, yeah, I think probably are. I would imagine they would come straight back to Prem.
10 seconds
Okay, guys, let's have a look at the game on hand. We see the Nature's Prophet banned out first from Metanoia, very similar to the previous draft. So similar, in fact, that it's exactly the same. Then Salt banning out Death Prophet, and now the Necrophos. That's something a little bit different to the previous draft. Nick's banned out from the side of Metanoia. Maybe they are looking to pick up something like the OD or Puck or something that battles versus the Knicks.
OD was definitely the pick that they needed last time.
Yeah, that would have been super nice for them. Ember banned from the side of Salt. Oh, a bit of respect coming out there.
Fair enough.
I'm pretty sure Unrest will be patting himself on the back despite that previous loss.
I wonder if that's the real reason, though.
I don't know, Cappy.
It might
But let's
just
go
be-
with it.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Alright, Oracle ban from the side of Metanoia, so very similar bans in comparison to the previous game. Righty. Oh, I'm warmed up, I'm ready for this. I want to see Metanoia take this game to an hour and potentially win, just to spice things up. I'd love to see a game 3. How about you?
Yeah, game 3 would be cool. I don't need this game to go to an hour, though.
Okay.
I think a nice, decisive, well-played game is good.
I think so too.
Those long ones just get silly. When you start getting, like, tier 5 items, it's just a lottery of who gets the better tier 5 items.
This is true. Also, sometimes when games go to an hour, I wish that I could take a break to get a cup of coffee. So that's...
That's your main motivation for... We want short, sharp, decisive gameplay.
Yeah. Alright, Salt taking a bit of time on these bands.
Radiant team.
And
Timbersaw.
ban.
Yeah, no, they've
Okay.
got something in mind here.
Team pick.
Yeah, that's a very specific band. So, oh my goodness.
Oh!
Fury's favorite hero at the moment. We see the Coddle come out, first pick. Coddle's ultimate obviously being a little bit broken currently. I'm sure we'll see a nerf in the next patch or two. Yeah, I don't think it's the strongest laner, but it is incredibly annoying with blinding lights. And if you couple it with something that can make use of chakra magic, very nice hero.
Team pick.
Oh boy!
Darkseer Elder
Outside of
Titan?
Darkseer,
That's
it's
classic.
been a minute. Oh wow!
Is this last game just going to be cheese?
Dire team.
I think so. I think
Bristleback! Bristle Coddle in the lane. Chakra, magic. Make
Holy
it rain.
crap, McNuggets, Cappy, Coddle, Bristleback is
That's the off
absolute
lane.
filth.
Or the safe lane. It's whatever
Could
lane,
be
really.
safe. It can be any lane.
You can
run
put
a
them mid.
if
You
want.
could run them mid. You'd win.
Yeah. You'd win in any lane. I don't know anything that beats that decisively. Alright,
buy-
Monkey King banner
Monkey
from
King.
Metanoia.
They take Void Spirit.
Okay. I think this time we might see the Void Spirit mid on Unrest.
Oh, no, sir. That is the POS
Right.
5 Darks here. In case you were
Oh.
mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. And I can see this being a POS 3 Void Spirit
Yes.
with a POS 1 Elder Titan. Why not? Let's go.
Hundreds. This is what this game's about. It's the cheese.
Radiant team pick.
Because I gotta go Earth Spirits. You know what I'm saying? This is...
Hectic.
There's a lot going on.
This is like a throwback to like 2017.
It's
This is
nice.
cool.
We haven't had Earth Spirit in forever.
Yeah, I really like the hero. I just don't think it's particularly strong at the moment. Yeah, as you said, Cappy, they might just be enjoying themselves here and playing heroes that they really like.
And it'll still work. You know,
Yeah.
you just got team
Of course
fight related stuff on Salt's side. What do you... Maybe Metanoia get like a... I still rate the Winter Wyvern, eh? I think they really need... You know, their gameplay... When you're...
Jakiro. Okay, I have a few things to say about the hero, but on the whole, I think it's a pretty stable support. So that offers them quite a bit in the safe lane.
Radiant team back.
Yeah, I actually don't hate Metanoia's draft here.
Here
It's
we go.
pretty good.
Yeah, the Legion into Jakiro
Okay.
straight away. No
Right.
hesitation.
Yeah, Legion's super good with the voice spirit as well. It's that instant disable, and you pretty much take him down every time. It's not something you want to see as a void spirit. What I'd also like to point out is that saving whoever's dueled here is going to be an absolute nightmare. There is so much control with the Earth Spirit and Coddle. Yeah, it's looking pretty damn scary. And now all of a sudden Metanoia's draft is not looking as pretty as it once was. That being said, they still have the Darkseer Vacuum into Stomp, into Earth Splitter, followed up with Jakira ulti. Like, there's a lot of wombo combo coming out from the side of Metanoia.
Yeah. Good fun
10
stuff.
seconds remaining.
Yeah. Nice to watch, nice to cast. Alright, Wind Ranger ban from the side of Metanoia. That's an odd one.
What about the wind? What they scared about the wind for?
I'm not sure. Wind is traditionally quite good versus melee physical damage cause, which is not necessarily the case here.
So I'll take out the Slark.
Alright.
And that is, that actually does beat Bristle.
yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
good.
I wouldn't say it beats him, but it definitely does very well. You know, it's all dependent on the lane support that you have. I guess with the Jakiro, it's a definite lane win. Okay, fair enough.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All the reserve time in the world. I want to see something like crazy.
Like an Earthshaker mid from the last game.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we might just see something like that.
It's not a brood game at all.
No.
It's not a Meepo game.
Radiant team pick.
It's a Skyroth Mage mid game. That's what type of game it is.
Hectic.
It's actually really good here. Like, Metanoia's heroes are actually quite squishy. Must be that Darkseer is not a strength hero. He's an intelligence hero. He doesn't have much HP to work with.
Early
on,
on. So much
early
early
on.
on. Yeah, early on. Later on, he gets very, very tanky with all the aura items that he
5
builds.
seconds remaining.
Metanoia, maybe just... I don't know what you take. You gotta find something that goes into the bristle.
Monkey King, I think they might end up going Ursa again.
Troll?
Not a huge fan of the troll idea. I think there's a lot of control for him. This is an interesting one. Ugh.
Oh, I don't know what they're lacking. Like, they seem pretty good on lockdown, and they got a lot of magic damage. They're just lacking physical. But the Elder Titan can pump that out, and so can the Void. But they need more.
Yeah. And another awkward thing is that there's a Legion and a Bristleback in. So how do you pick something that's good versus both and that's able to not immediately pop to the Skyrath? I think your choices are quite limited. My pick here would be the Ursa. I feel like that's the best they can do.
Jug?
They go with the Juggernauts.
All we need is a hero.
Okay, spell
Alright.
resistance is the key word here. Spell immunity.
Right, and it's an Earth Spirit mid. Okay. We've seen this before. I know that Castaway was playing it a lot, both professionally and in his rank games. This was a little while back, though. I think that the Earth Spirit does pretty well versus the Void Spirit mid. Let's see how it plays out. Either way, very exciting.
That's
It's
a
not
good
something we
match.
see
Yeah,
all
I
the time.
don't see that at all. I think I've played once against a mid Earth Spirit. It was years ago, and it absolutely destroyed us.
Yeah, it will do, and it's a similar concept to, funny enough, the Void Spirits and the Ember Spirit, in that it's a lot of rotations, a lot of damage early, very good gank potential, and then we're going to have a Skyrath Legion lane, which is absolute filth, and not only is it filth, it scales into the late game with the duel into
Mystic Flare.
Mystic Flare.
16 for 1 for
It's-
6.
It was actually such a bait. I was trying to think of the Skyrat's ulti, and then I saw Skystorm's name, and I was like, what?
Skystorm? Even Unrest is having a chuckle with you, 2.0.
Time to
Okay.
prepare for battle.
Damn you, Skystorm.
Damn you.
I really enjoy watching Elder Titans, Cappy. I also enjoy playing the heroes, so I'm kind of excited about
Me,
this.
I want to see if they can pull off this this Dark
Massive
Seer all the time.
combos.
Yeah, if they get the, well, I mean, the thing is, you're meant to be able to. You're gonna start stacking that, well, vacuuming that camp up onto the high ground here. That's the classic.
Yeah.
And then just walk the Astral Spirit through there. That, I mean, also works just normally Iron Shell into a Dark Seer. Well, Iron Shell into a Elder Titan.
Elder Titan, yeah.
But I want to see if they do the camp stacking thing.
Well, we will see.
30 seconds to battle.
Nice jug set on Swakwoki. Mexican gonna throw the Astral past Roshan through Fury. Possibly get some bonus move speed and damage. However, Salt will take that bounty rune in the top lane. And maybe get the... No, it was scooped up by Unrest.
Alright.
So I'm gonna watch... Let's watch the two Spirit Brothers fight it out of the mid lane.
Yeah, I think for me that's going to be the most exciting part of this. I think that the Bristleback Coddle lane is just... I mean, I don't see how a Dark Sea Elder Titan beat that.
And with my skin here, I've got it raining at the same time. It looks hella dramatic. I guess, yeah, just like Earth Spirit's just a little bit more tanky than the Void Spirit, so... Both got good attack animations.
Yeah.
What's up? Not a hero. He's actually taken the first point into goo.
Oh, you want some of this, eh?
Still mid, it's pretty tight. The Cloud's starting to pull away, definitely getting the most of these exchanges. He has used all his regen though, but
Yeah.
got good natural regen.
I think it more has to do with the with his last hitting, getting 3 denies. Oh, and he misses that roll. That's a bit unfortunate.
Still just gonna keep hitting. Unrest. Top Fury. He's caught the attention of Mexican. The Elder Titan was thinking about going for the dive. Does pull away at the last moment. As Foxy with a level 1 Iron Shell pushing this Bristleback away from the farm that he so desperately needs. Skystorm, they find Blight bottom. Legion Commander brought down. Meanwhile, Santa, where's the Swakwoki kill? Is that top?
Yep.
It's bottom. Mid lane now. Cloud, he's struggling for the regen. Rolling Boulder finds Unrest. The Boulder smash backwards into the river.
Like where the lane EQ is sitting right now is not ideal for Cloud. What he wants to be doing is...
Oh, he finds the
I
other
think
end of
Cloud's dead.
Unrest. The Fairy Fire pop, it keeps Cloud going. But he's going to need to get some regen in quite badly.
Yeah, Cloud wants that wave on his high ground Cappy so that he can rolling bolt onto Unrest and then kick him back into tower. But that's not where it's sitting right now, so a little bit unfortunate for him. He's going to have to manipulate that lane EQ.
This is actually quite nasty. So Voxy, he was getting the was actually building up the Quill Spray stacks from Bristleback, but Mexican helps to kite him out, and they do bring down Not a Hero. Fury now in trouble. Got an Iron Shell on him, but that Coddle incredibly quick even without brown boots.
Yeah.
He clips him though with the ground stomp.
Oh,
The
that's
Echo
blinding
Stomp.
light.
No, I think he should have committed.
I don't know. There was
Maybe.
blinding lights, so there was mischance. And if he got it wrong, he was definitely dead.
That is true. Caution sometimes serves you better. Blight, though, they're finding how this matchup works. He finds Swakwookie again killing the Jug, and looks like he'll wrap up Skystorm with that last hit.
Yeah. It's a bit unfortunate. Things are looking quite good for Metanoia with regards to how their lanes were going. And those 2 deaths are definitely going to set them back quite a bit.
Metzikin, he gets the Echo Stomp with the Astral Spirit, finds Fury, but doesn't have the move speed to catch up, whilst Not a Hero just keeps the vicious Nasal Goose stacks up on Voxy, who will sprint away. The power of the Surge.
Tower may need a hand. Dire's courier met an unhappy ending.
This is Doxia, he's finished the Soul Ring. The thing is, Not a Hero doesn't need any Soul Ring because he has a Coddle. Like, that's the difference here. Earth Spirit, Cloud, he gets the Boulder Smash back on Unrest. It's just some harass. He's abusing the fact that he has eaten a regen, an Arcane Rune, which reduces his cooldowns and mana cost for some of his spells. Not a Hero, top lane, he's passing those spells out. He's got Chakra Magic behind him. As this Bristleback sets his sights on Metzikin, the tower will protect that Elder Titan. Voxy gets one more last hit on the range creep and surges away. Meanwhile, bottom lane Santa, they find Skystorm and trying to get Swakwookie now. The Fairy Fire is popped by both cores. It's going to be Swakwookie. He walks away with that one just barely. He does lose his life, but it's okay. Boulder Smash, Cloud, he manages to find him, gets a Magnetized too. That's Unrest dead. Does Tower kill him? No, it doesn't. Cloud can switch aggro on the fly.
Okay. Yeah, as we said, it is slightly Earth Spirit favored, and even with that lane EQ not exactly being where Cloud needed it, he's still able to kill Unrest, and it's not just that, Cappy. He's 28-9 versus Unrest 15-1, so he's out farming Unrest by quite a margin. Yeah, and we see this Coddle Bristle lane now coming into full effect with level 2 Quill Spray, and they're just forcing Mexican and Voxy out of the lane. And in bot lane, it's not going well for Metanoia either. It's it's
Legion beats Jug.
Yeah,
He
Legion
does.
beats Jug every time. Whilst the Jug is good versus a Skywrath in general, yeah, this Legion just
Top.
putting out the damage.
Fury with the Blinding Light to remove Metzikin and Voxy from his tail, and that of Not a Hero. Mischance really good this game. What do you buy in a core Earth Spirit? This is what I'm keen to see, like what he builds. Probably, I'd imagine still like an urn, a vessel, you know, things like that.
Yeah, I think a Vessel Veil would probably be the play. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but you want to be putting out as much damage early on as possible. We might even see a Kaya brought out.
Ooh, yeah, mana loss reduction.
Set in stone. Quicker than I look.
Oh,
And Resty, Astral steps away. Cloudy's still going with the haste rune. He's got the magnetized down too. One more Astral step from Unrest, but Cloudy, he just rolling boulders away to safety. Gets another stone remnant down to reset the timer, and he goes for the boulder smash. Finds the target. Yes, I just did that. Yes, you did, sir.
oh wow.
Meanwhile, top Bristleback is brought down, but so is Elder Titan. They're contesting over this small camp lane creep pull that Fury probably initiated. Iron Talent dropped for both teams.
Dire's top
Funny enough, at the same time. Okay,
Cool.
is that maybe that's how it actually works? Oh, Cloud, that was cool, man.
Yeah, it's always really nice to watch a skilled Earth Spirit player. And Cloud showing us exactly why.
Very nicely done up top. Voxy, he's max surge, but with the blast back, the blinding light from Fury, it knocks him away from the tower. He has to spend a few more precious seconds trying to recover the distance he'd already make, and Not a Hero is just going to dive him under the tower. He's got a lot of quill stacks. It's 4. It's enough to get the kill. Voxy is dead. Mexican, he should actually be careful because I'm pretty sure this Bristleback Coddle combo can just turn, and turn they do under the tier 1. Echo Stomp is there. However, the blinding light, no, the Illuminate, it does not find the target. Jakiro's TP'd in with the Ice Path, the Dual Breath slowing down Bristleback, and Liquid Fire to add to all that damage. But it looks like Not a Hero might soak it all up as he goes up the high ground. He should be safe. And safe he is. He gets himself a nice kill there onto Voxy and does a lot of damage to Mexican. And he can just sort of go back to base. He's got to solve.
Cloud's going and rest in the mid lane. Swak Wookie is rotated in, which is very interesting.
It's actually maybe the move, the play. No, it is not the roll away from Cloud, but it's going to be found by Skystorm. Feels bad, Santa now. Uh-oh, victim of Ice Path and an Omni Slash placed by Swak Wookie. However, Unrest, he oversteps the mark, eats an Arcane Bolt and is killed. Oh no. The Santa's dominating streak also ends. I think Unrest, I don't know, that was a little bit sloppy.
Yeah, I also think that it's a bit of a party in the mid lane. Swakwooki's not giving up on laning versus
Well, I mean,
Legion
fair enough. Legion, like,
Yeah.
Blight's almost is halfway to Blink already at 12 minutes. Oh, sorry, 10 minutes. Roundabout. And now Elder Titan just struggling to get levels. Fury. It's so difficult to go on the Coddle. But he abuses that blinding light. I hear a TP in, it's Unrest. This mid Void Spirit looking to gank. Echo Stump finds the Bristleback, but they've perhaps gone a bit too long. The Redmond long range from Unrest. He finds Bristle. They will get the return kill on Voxy. But that's a lot of gold going to Mexican. And they get the XP too. Skystorm, meanwhile, gets dueled by Blight, who will then turn and capture the outpost.
I think this game is going to be the Blight show, Cappy. He's so far ahead right now. My word. Sending top of net worth from the off lane. He's absolutely destroyed the Juggernaut in lane. Although it must be said that considering his laning stage, Swakwookie is not doing too badly.
Yeah, he'll... if a carry's committed, he'll find the farm.
Yeah.
Mid lane, magnetized, committed by Cloud. He's got Senna to back him up. The target is Unrest, but the Ash will step away. He still has the damage resistance from the Resonant Pulse, but the magic burst from the Rolling Boulder. Cloud puts it down. Elder Titan, he gets the Earth Splitter. It does clean up Santa. Fury will be forced back. Voxy
And
also
Not a Hero
kills.
solo kills Voxy.
Yeah, scary stuff that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happens, Cappy, with the surge on Darkseer, but so be it.
Not sure, maybe the movement speed you get from Warpath, it's quite persistent, especially if you're getting lots of vicious stacks. Like, he can surge away, but you can just dive him under tower. Spin. Light, he gets Echo Stumped. Yeah, not at all. He's got the overwhelming odds. Eats an Omni Slash. This might be the trouble. Nice. Will o' the Wisp from Fury, but it doesn't keep the Legion alive. Cloud rolls in. He gets the Boulder Smash onto Mexican. He goes for an Echo Stomp, finds nothing. 2 heroes for Salt are dead, so perhaps that is the sign to just chill out a bit, man. Just, take it easy. Let Bristle farm up that mid lane. And you get something more to drink.
You parched this, boo.
Yo.
On the whole, though, Cappy, I've got to say this is a far better start for Metanoia. They seem to be holding their own in all of their lanes, relatively speaking. Cloud in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, he is. He's got 3 Radiant heroes. The Macro Pyre dropped 2. However, Cloud, he goes for the Rolling Boulder forward towards the enemy. Finds the Boulder Smash. Gets the roll. Kills Mexican. Unrest. He pops the Aether Ribbon. Nice path from Skystorm. Finds it. Unrest will clean up a kill with the Resonant Pulse. But Not a Hero's made the movement in. He's got the Warpath stacks. They want to target this Void Spirit who gets the Dissimulate up into the high ground. Goes for the TP. The Mystic Flare is there. The TP out is there in time.
Ah, nice TP.
Very cheeky stuff.
Dire's top tower is not on top of things.
Foxy just casually pushing the top lane.
Yeah, he's happy.
Dire's top tower isn't well at the moment.
And Blink on the way to Blight.
Scary. He's big again like last game. Well, last game he didn't have a big net worth lead. He just played well.
Radiant's bottom tower
Swakwoki,
is
he doesn't have Omni Slash, so. But Blight doesn't know that. There's the blink. What if he solo kills one of these guys? Astral Spirit, Mexican using it to scout out the Legion Commander, but the blink away. That's the reveal of the blink dagger, unfortunately for Blight. Meanwhile, his teammates are getting some work done top.
fortified their structures.
Sort of pushing aggressively into the triangle. There's a stack here for supports to take.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages. Radiant's top tower is getting walloped.
So Cappy, we were talking about what items Cloud would be going. It looks like he's picking up the Yule Scepter to begin with. It is
Okay.
now set up for his Rolling Boulder,
That is
and
true.
also allows him for a bit of escape from the Juggernaut's ulti.
Top lane, they're going in, as the old saying goes. The Mastic Flare, Cloud sets it up, the Rolling Boulder forward, but sort of whiffs that spell. They do clean up Skystorm's Jakiro. Fury now giving out the Chakra Magic. He's just a replenishment pool. Really duel from Blight. Finds Voxy. The Will-o'-the-Wisp locking them down. Good Earth Splitter though from Mexican, but the Will-o'-the-Wisp is still doing the work. Omni Slash thrown out by Swakwoki will clean up Fury, and the Will-o'-the-Wisp fades away as Unrest with the DD rune. He wants to fight now, and he's got the damage to do it. Was silenced though. Good Arcane Seal from Santa. Maybe buying his team some time to disengage. Doesn't deter Not a Hero. The Bristleback, Scary. Blight uses the Surge on himself to get more attack damage. They just work their way through Unrest, and now Arcane Seal on Swakwoki. The Juggernaut's dead. The Roland from Cloud. This looks like Salt might clean up this fight again. Another Rolling Boulder. Santa just doing the damage. The right clicks, they have it. Echo Stomp. Mexican still alive. Ice Path. Cloud rolls forward. They bring down Mexican. They diving the tier 2 now. Daisies. Cloud, he pops the magic stick, keeps himself alive a little bit longer. Well-timed vacuum from Voxy delays any form of escape. Cloud could not get the Rolling Boulder away.
Cappy, this sort of play is reminiscent of the OG winning or TR winning team from OG. These guys are just diving tier 2s, not giving a crap.
At all.
Is
And they might
so
need to.
exciting to watch.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's just well played.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
Swakwoki, he's going for the Desolator after the Mask of Madness. They
Radiant's top
just
tower
need so much physical, I think. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Duel,
that
Unrest, they find him. He's going to be brought down. Arcane Seal. There it is. The overwhelming odds. The arrows pick apart that Void Spirit. Blight quite low. He dodges the Ice Path. He gets to press the attack on him. It dirges away, but he walks into the waiting sword of Swakwoki. And now Metanoia turn and clean up Cloud. That's 2 cores dead for Salt. Not what they want.
Yeah. Very nice Espiter, very nice vacuum. Just a nice passage of play from Metanoia. And yeah, what a response. Cappy, with regards to Mask of Madness, Deso, that is currently the meta build on Juggernaut.
Oh, I did
seems
not
to be
know
the
that.
most effective.
What is it though? I would have thought Jug would want some like defensive items.
What, like Mask of Madness and Deso?
That sounds defensive.
Oh, I thought you
I mean,
said
the best form of attack, best form of defense is attack.
Yeah, look, it's more about just being in the right position and getting your ulti off and following up with Mask of Madness immediately. Obviously doing a lot more attacks, and with the Deso, you pretty much melt through people. And then later on, he goes like a Manto, BKB, or whatever is required, dependence on the game. Often, if it's not required and there isn't that silence, you know, that we see from the Skywrath, so we might be seeing a Manto BKB from Swakwoki, then, you know, Bash is good, Aghanim's also very good. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what he picks up afterwards.
Unrest. He's back in the jungle trying to get that Spirit Vessel going. Very underfarmed. Goodness, he's actually below Voxy. Did not realize it was that bad. Yeah, he's like 4th lowest net worth in this game.
Yeah, that's a real struggle right there.
Duel Blight, he wants it, gets the press the attack on himself. They're gonna be finding Elder Titan. Mystic Flare drop down too. Voxy gets the vacuum. The 2-man Arcane Curse, the silence onto Metanoia. Will of the Wisp now committed by Fury. It's locking down these Radiant heroes in place. Not a hero, he's so goddamn fast. Gonna chase down Jakiro. He's got the Warpath, he's got the goo, he's got the stacks, he's got the kill. And Unrest, the lone survivor, he witnessed a massacre in the mid lane. Gonna have some PTSD later.
Radiant's middle tower had an unhappy ending.
Now, Salt can just keep knocking down towers. Maybe Roshan at some phase. Not a hero's close to finishing off the Sage and Yasha. I'm surprised. I don't know if you want to talk about that. I'm used to seeing Bristles take the Sage first because it's obviously really good with the extra the regen amp that it supplies on Bristle. He went Yasha this time.
It is generally what you would go, but looking at the way that Salts are playing, they are just running at them, and that extra move speed, extra attack speed is also very useful. So I think it just has to do with the way that they're playing right now, that the Yasha would be the first choice.
And Metanoia trying to find his Bristle back. They're going to surge up Mexican, look for the Echo Stomp, it misses. That'll probably stop any form of pursuit there. Swapwiki goes back to hitting creeps, and the 20-minute bounty runes have spawned. There is a double damage on the top part of the river. And Metanoia have scouted that out.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Ah. Gappy Cloud scrapped the Yule's idea and he's picked up a blade mail.
Blink Blight finds it. They're going to get the Mystic Flare, but the spell immunity granted by the Blade Fury is keeping Swapwiki alive. It lets him get an Omni Slash off. Blight dropping low. He's going to be dead. That's no Legion Commander. Jakiro, Arcane Seal, locking him down, preventing him from using spells. As Unrest comes in, he's got that double damage. He's going to get to work. Santa, he's a squishy Skywrath mage. Leave me alone, he says, but Metanoia, they don't care. They keep on going. I imagine he said, leave me alone.
Sure.
The fight continues. Cloud's still up and alive. And not afraid. Swapwiki, he's got Blade Fury again. See, this is what's good with the Jug. The spell immunity. Geomantic Grip Fury pops down the Will of the Wisp is going to lock down these Radiant heroes as Cloud gets to work onto the Juggernaut. They kill him down. That's pretty good. Voxy, if he can survive, I'd be really damn surprised because it's not the case. Not a hero picks it up. Gets that kill. He's finished the Sage. Gonna have it shipped out to him now on his courier service.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
Tier 2 tower. Cloud just facking it, bro. He's got his Sage finished. Most broken strength hero item in the game. Oh no! Not a hero. Your courier dies to the tower.
Oh. That's not ideal. That's a bit sloppy.
He's got Sage.
Gappy, Cloud on this Earthspread at level 16 has 2.8k HP. I just want to point that out. That he is super tanky.
Look how they abuse the max range of the tower there. And Not a Hero just sits there, and he doesn't even press his cool spray. He's just letting the threshold pop on the bristleback. Because that's what he can do. Santa has been found by Unrest. The Astral Step to burst through the Skywrath Mage as an Urn Charge on him. Too Blight though, he goes to purge himself. They turn around, get the duel, the Mystic Flare. Unrest is gone, and Santa survives to tell the tale. How he barely survived such a close encounter. With the Void Spirit, not a hero. He's going in making war stories of his own. Needs an Omni Slash. Will he survive? He will. Macropire down. Blight gonna run away from it. At least these Dire Assault heroes can remove themselves from the presence of that Macropire. Voxy will be found by Cloud in the back lines, who seems to be still going to work here, trying to chase down Skystorm. Looks like he will eventually find him. That he does. Voxy. They're not quite done. Juggernaut, did he buy back? I think he did. Blight goes forward. Blade Mail pops the overwhelming odds on himself. I mean, press the attack. Not a hero. He's still alive. This Bristleback quite big and tanky. Sanjin Yasha lets you do that as a strength hero as they race towards Swakwookee. And the rolling boulder damage Unrest has respawned. He's back in the fight. He's trying to bring down Earth Spirit. It's not going to happen. This Earth Spirit too tanky. This Earth Spirit, we're going to roll away. Just so much status resist being provided. And the nice use of the Chakra Magic from Fury. And they're going to re-go back in because they got Duel on Blight. They're not done. Oh my word, Salt are not done. They get the Duel. They clip Unrest. But he will dissimulate away to safety up the high ground. The tier 2 is still available to be taken. Salt just not putting the brakes on this game.
Gee whiz, what a long fight, Cappy. The Juggernaut didn't buy back there, by the way. So he only dies once.
Okay. Still one time too many.
Yeah.
Like, they were all on such low HP and they still turn around and get a duel. Cloud, oh, Cloud's going for the Aghanim Scepter.
Okay,
See
that's
some
cool.
petrification.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a very, very long time.
I wonder what it's to petrify, maybe. Somebody gets omnied. Can you petrify yourself? No, you can't.
No, I don't think so.
Bottom, Blight and this Bristleback are waiting to find some juicy duel targets. It's gonna be Jakiro. Dead. Mystic Flare, Swakwookee now. He's put the healing ward down, immediately removed by Salt. Nice 2-man echo stop with the Earth Splitter and the wall. It's big one more combo from Metanoia. The clap bang. Daisy pops the PKP. Cloud, he's still alive. Nice magnetize. Finds 3, not a hero. He's just taking through this. They're getting the quill sprays out. Bristleback. This is what makes him so dangerous. The more the fight goes on, the more damage he does. And the catch is there from Cloud. They get the rolling boulder. 4 heroes wiped from Metanoia. And Salt celebrate that kill with possibly a high ground push.
Oh, Cappy, it looks so good for Metanoia.
Yeah, that was a beautiful setup.
Splitter, and you know they still lose the fights. It's that's really unfortunate. Either way, that was a very cool fight to watch. Wow.
Yeah, good stuff. Just isn't enough. This Bristleback is so tanky.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is on its way further down. Radiant's middle tower is not safe.
Well, they're trying to go through backdoor, but the creeps are there now to make sure they get it. 2-man ice path from Skystorm. He's a little bit ahead, to be honest. I feel like, yeah, he's just going to be dueled. Oh no, Unrest goes in. He goes in with the big the Resonant Pulse. The Will of the Wisp put down by Fury. The back lines. Mexican trying to get to work on it, but it keeps sleeping these Radiant heroes, and the nuke damages. They Bristleback with the quill sprays. Cloud just does it all with the rolling boulder. Misses Unrest. The Rash will step up onto the high ground, dissimulate away. Unrest really wants to survive. He really wants to be the last one to fall, and he will be. 5 heroes wiped. Salt is up the high ground. This is going to be another quick game too. Well, another quick game.
Tower may need a hand. Radiant structures have been secured. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Okay, Cappy. I don't see how Metanoia gets
No, I
back
think this
from
is
this one.
yeah, pretty GG.
And it's a bit sad because we've seen them execute their strategy so well this game, but it just doesn't seem to be enough. I think that Salt were a little bit too far ahead from the laning stage, and as a result, we're able to get items and levels up a little bit faster, and that was the difference. With those big wombo combos, you need to be killing the enemy team. You need to be getting kills, or at least some sort of trade every time, and it just doesn't seem like they're able to kill anyone on the side of Salt.
To make troubles worse, yeah, maybe Santa, but Santa's okay with that.
Yeah.
Cloud, like, he's also finished the Aghanim, so that's a 3.5k HP Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
With a Blade Mail. And evasion.
Very cool.
Good luck. Is that a smoke? Metanoia. No, it's actually the wraparound. Omni Slash committed. They get to sleep on Not a Hero. Gonna lock him down with the Ice Path. There is also an Ice Big Spinner coming through from Mexican. But they're all back in from Cloud. He will be hexed momentarily. And then Remnant locking down Blight. He's trying to find a duel. He doesn't have the duel because Swakwook is chasing him down. And the liquid fire damage. The body blocks from Fury. Let's Blight get off the overwhelming odds. The press the attack to keep himself alive, to regen some HP. They kill off Mexican. And Salt are just running rings around their opponent right now. Bryce Bristleback still alive. Unrest left there. Cloud with the brink in. He got the big vacuum wall. The back, the combo. The Will of the Wisp is there. The lockdown though. Swakwook, he forced to use Blade Fury. He's trying to negate some of this magic damage, but it's too much. The Coddle just offers so much work in these fights, and this will probably be the last time that this team falls or fights. Triple kill for Cloud. He ends it off by petrifying Juggernaut. Yo, my words ran away. Oh, it's getting better though, guys. It used to be quite bad.
Oh no, dude, there was just so much going on in that fight. Wow, I'm impressed that you kept up.
Thank you. Trick of the trade. Gift of the gab.
Gift of the gab. Let's go with that.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mexican misses the echo, but I mean it's just basic defense really. It's, you know, where did Not a Hero go get? He went to go get something. Assault Cuirass. Yeah. You kill that bristle now. Look at his armor. 34, 35. Double sleep. Okay, maybe this is the setup Metanoia are looking for. Voxy goes immediately forward though. The blinding light backwards and still kicks off the fight. Ice Path in the black. Blight blink forward. He gets stunned by the Ice Path. He can't get the duel off in time, and Cloud is brought down. 10 times kill streak going in favor of Metanoia, but Not a Hero. He's tanky, as we said. He's got the Assault Cuirass. Juggernaut is just like watching a toothpick hit a brick wall trying to get this Bristleback's HP down. Mexican gonna start smacking away with some Astral Spirit damage. Unrest, he goes forward, gets the Resonant Pulse, nice amounts of damage. The Bristleback still pretty low. Cloud has actually brought back the dual damage. Swakwook is gone, Juggernaut's dead. Metanoia, this is probably the end of their defense without that hero. Unrest dead too, and they will try retreat, but Cloud, he's feeling a bit of a merciless mood today, feeling very Vlad the Impalery, and he's gonna just chase them down, or attempt to chase them down. Get back here, you crazy kids! Salt. What are they doing? Just
I'm not sure.
with creep waves up. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna go straight for it. Yeah.
Boom! Blade mail. I hear a blade mail.
Yeah, he's sitting in that macro fire.
Burning him down, baby. Oh, it ran out.
Into pieces. Radiant's Ancient is taking damage.
Okay, guys, thanks for watching this evening. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good game.
And congrats to Salt. Yeah, very nice win, and well played to both teams.
It's still going. There's duel. Wow. There was once a Void Spirit there. No more.
Alright.
Well, thank you guys, yeah, and cheers.